Today, families in Springdale gathered to honor loved ones who gave the gift of life through organ donation. Hope for the Holidays was hosted by Southern Legacy of Life, an Arkansas nonprofit dedicated to saving lives through organ and tissue donation. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach attended the ceremony and spoke with families impacted by donation.
Beth Cameron has worked at Southern Legacy of Life for 9 years. When her high school friend became an organ donor following a fatal car accident, Cameron says this experience led her to the work she does today.
Just seeing the hope that it gave them, knowing that, no matter what, we couldn't save her, she was gone, but through her gifts, other lives could be saved.
Cameron says over 400 lives have been saved through organ donation in Arkansas this year, and one decision to donate can go a long way.
One organ donor can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. But not only that, if they donate tissue, such as a person can donate skin to help a child who's been badly burned heal. They can donate their corneas to help a grandparent see their grandchild for the first time. And so a donation such as that can help over 100 people.
One of the families in attendance today were the Roas. Ruby and Alejandro's 2-year-old son, Alexander, passed away in a car accident. Their decision to make him a donor saved multiple lives.
Well, my son's not here. He's able to give the gift of life to 3 people. A little girl that we keep in contact with. At that time, she was 4. She received his heart. And we have 2 other gentlemen that live in separate states that received his kidneys.
The Roas say seeing that little girl grow up has been rewarding.
Our son passed away, but he lives through someone else. She is a beautiful little girl, and we're so thankful to have the contact with her because it helps a lot. And it's been so beautiful to see her grow up from when, we first started our journey to now, to see the person she's blossoming into.
And amid their grief, Alejandro says that connection has been their biggest source of hope. That's why he encourages other families facing loss to consider donation.
Comunidad hispana, pues, tenga un poquito más de reflexión y piensen que si tú donas algo de tu familiar o de cualquier persona, pues no es malo, ese bancario es bueno porque estás donando, estás dando luz a una nueva vida, a una persona que le necesita.
Covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Well, new tonight, a Springdale High School student is going above and beyond with his education after finishing up a one-of-its-kind machine focused on automation technology. 5 News anchor Emily Moss has more.
There's only 5 people in my class. I'm the only one doing this.
At the Don Tyson School of Innovation, senior Judah Kumakun is unveiling his latest creation, built from scratch in this engineering classroom.
Behind me, I have a control panel. It's a simulator. It's all pretty much DIY. It's not a trainer that you can just buy, but it's very close to mimicking the real world. We have a PLC, we have a HMI, and we have a variable frequency drive, and we have all kinds of relays and motor starters to make sure everything starts up together.
And if that wasn't impressive enough, there's more.
And next to me, I have a conveyor belt with a motor, and that just goes back and forth and shows where the product is on the line.
So what does this all do? His teacher, Wesley Higginson, explains.
He's programmed it so that it can identify product as it goes across the conveyor belt. And it's going to determine if that product needs to go to Bentonville or Fayetteville or Springdale or Rogers or where have you. And then it's going to document how many items are going to each different store so that it'll have a total tally of the total products going across the conveyor belt.
Higginson says Judah is beyond his years in his learning, and he expects great things in his future.
Judah is way above the bar, and he has such a head start. Whenever he goes to start his career, he will have no issue being hired by a company, and they'll be fortunate to have him.
And if the creation of the machine wasn't enough, Judah is also working on a new model to help teach others as well.
He's actually building a modular unit that can go from school to school and introduce other students about automation.
For Judah, it's all about the results of putting it together as he looks ahead to what's next after high school.
It's kind of relaxing to put everything together and make sure it looks all organized and nice. make sure it all works.
Covering news where you live, Emily Moss, 5 News.
Judah says right now this is the only machine like this at a high school in Arkansas. He's currently touring and meeting with companies to begin his engineering career after graduation. Well, earlier today, the Fayetteville Disc Golf Association held their 5th annual NWA Disc Exchange. The Disc Exchange is similar to a white elephant gift exchange. Kicked the event off with a round of disc golf and then a raffle for more discs to be given away.
I've always done sports, but I was never like an outdoors person. It's very relaxing for me if I'm stressed after work. I love to come out and do a round. It's a sport I play with my son. 50% of the time I'll play with my son, so it's good for us to be together and make memories.
The discs raffled were gathered by the group throughout the year through different contests and raffles. Well, whooping cough cases are on the rise here in Arkansas, with cases on track to surpass one of the worst outbreaks in more than 15 years. There's been more than 480 cases this year, nearly 100 more than last year, and 4 times as many cases from 2020 to 2023. Catherine Rowley has more.
The concern is that there's now a trend to not vaccinate routinely for pertussis or for whooping cough. And so the concern is that lack of vaccination is causing an increase in the number of cases that we've had in Arkansas.
Dr. Michelle Moss, the past president of the Arkansas chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics, described that whooping cough can cause infants to lose oxygen and cause trouble breathing. And while whooping cough could appear as a normal cold, Dr. Moss says that parents should watch for changed symptoms.
And they should seek medical care because there is treatment available for it, so that they can be tested at that point and determined if they have it. Then they can be started on antibiotics, which hopefully will shorten the course or make the course a lot less severe.
There isn't a vaccine that babies can get while they're newborn for whooping cough, but they can for hepatitis B as well as a vitamin K shot. But with the recent vote from the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, this is no longer the case.
I think because what was previously in place had been proven scientifically and statistically to be highly effective and safe, and that by vaccinating the babies within 24 hours of life, there's a marked decrease in the risk of them acquiring hepatitis B.
Dr. Moss explained that there is a difference on how babies react to hepatitis B than adults, but the biggest concern is the later you give the vaccine, the higher the risk for infection.
But babies are at super high risk for having chronic hepatitis that ultimately can lead to liver failure, cirrhosis, death, or requiring a liver transplant. Very different than the adult experience.